Dan Perkins, Jasper County cover crop guy, Northwest Indiana. Here we're looking at the fall planted cover crops for roller crimping next spring, and I got a number of different varieties of cereal rye, hairy vetch, and clovers out here. And this is berm seam clover planted October 1st, and you can see we got a strip of it here about 30 foot long, and so I can do different treatments. Last year you can see some of my videos on flail mowing versus roller crimping, and all this is kind of designed to look at crimping ahead of corn and soybeans or specialty crops, any crop really. And then we're looking at different varieties because in order to terminate without herbicide, the plant has to be at a certain stage. So here we have Kentucky Pride clover, which is a new crimson clover type that's just come out in the last couple of years, so we're going to test winter survivability as well. Here's a common hairy vetch brand that's out there, TNT. It does flower a little bit earlier than VNS, but some of the other varieties of hairy vetch are actually even earlier. So if that's a criteria, Balanza clover, this is a new clover. You can see it's really small as it emerges. It's not near as big leafed as the crimsons, but we'll see what it looks like next fall. You know, ahead of later planted midsummer squashes or even fall crops. This could really fix a lot of nitrogen. Here's mountain hairy vetch. This is one I have not seen before, so it looks really good right now. Again, planted October 1st. It's October 18th, so this is about 18 days old. Got some vigorous growth. And then we got some combo of some small grains and some clovers, so looking at a head of corn or adding a little more residue for longer term weed control or mulching effect. That can be important depending what you're going for. Here's barley, which won't get 6 foot tall on you like some of the cereal rye will. And crimson clover, I think this is going to be a winning combo. As you can see, the barley is really not that thick. This is going to be a winning combo ahead of earlier planted stuff, you know, tomatoes, some other things, maybe even corn potentially, where we don't get the nitrogen tie-up that just a straight small grain would do. Here we have TNT hairy vetch with a different planting date. This was planted mid-September, and then some lentils. I'm experimenting with lentils and roller crimping those as a cool season legume that could offer some different opportunities. Here we have triticale, 4 variety, and mountain hairy vetch again, together and separate. Valana hairy vetch, this is one I don't have much experience with either. Looks really great. This is mid-September planting, so it should look fairly thick and vigorous. So we'll see if that survives, as well as timing of flowering. That's important for roller crimping. Here we have wheat, the Gore variety, and wheat and Balanza clover together. So we're kind of looking at that as a possible option ahead of fall planted, spring planted roller crimping. And then here we have barley and Dixie crimson clover October 1 planting. So the 2 planting dates, and then again 2 fertility treatments. And then our final experiment here is Valana hairy vetch and flaxseed. Flaxseed is something you often see in 8-way mixes and stuff. It's actually right here. It's really small. It has a cool season broadleaf. We'll kind of see what it can do for us, and in roller crimping, I've had success killing it. But it's really spindly plant, so I think even just mowing it would kill it. But we'll find out more about that. So I just wanted to give this update and keep track of this. We'll be doing staging of growth with the cereal rye, as well as biomass sampling in the spring. So a whole bunch of good information is going to come out of this for looking at roller crimping and the plot here as we move into this type of system, looking at reducing our inputs and creating a better, stronger soil health system through living roots and less tillage. Dan Perkins, Cover Crop Guy.